Hi, this is that bus driver guy. I want to welcome you to my channel. Yeah, my engine's off, so no worries.
You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break.
This story is called The Unusual Pizza Story. The 75 goes from Lewisham to Croydon. Croydon's in Surrey, that area. It's quite a longish route. I used to really like the 75 route because one of the reasons I liked it is because I grew up in Croydon. So anyway, one day it was I can't remember what day it was, but it was one of them late duties. I was doing my last trip leaving Croydon, Fairfield Halls. That's where the route ends. Leaving there around about 12:30. And I remember I did the first stop, nobody was there, and I think I went right to the next stop. I go around the second stop, which is near the underpass, so you're heading towards Croydon Whitgift Centre. And I stopped at that stop, and there was a guy, he got on, and he's got this big pizza in his hands. And I just automatically said to him, how come you've come on the bus with one pizza and you haven't got one for me? And that was kind of the thing I said. I was just kind of joking. I do that kind of thing now and again. I mean, that was after 12. I mean, I'm getting tired now. But there's always something in me to sort of say something to somebody. But it's not everybody I'm going to say it to. Just little moments I have, and I just say things. He kind of chuckled, he laughed at me, and then he just walked off and sat down. He got off at Catford. Anyway, day 2. Second day now. Got the same duty. I'm on the same 75 bus, same duty, and I go to the first bus stop at Fairfield Halls, just after the stand, and the guy's there, the same guy that was there the following day, but this time he's got 2 pizzas. So now I'm thinking to myself, I'm driving towards him, and I'm actually thinking to myself, I can't believe this guy. I'm thinking he's probably got me a pizza. If that was in my mind, he's got me a pizza. But I was kind of, in my mind, I was kind of laughing, thinking, no, this guy's got me a pizza. And I'm driving towards him, and then he comes on the bus, and he goes, I got you a pizza, man. I got you a pizza. I goes, wow, you got me a pizza? I can't believe it. I was like chucking. I said, I can't believe you got me a pizza. He said, yeah, I got you a pizza. So anyway, I said, let me open my cab, man. So I opened my cab door. I tell you, this pizza was so big. I got the pizza, and then I just put it to the left of me, yeah. So I just drove back to Lewisham, and then after Lewisham, I had to run empty back to the garage. I know we bus drivers say we run in light, but for the public, I run back from the Lewisham station as the end of the route for the 75, and I run the bus. It was a finishing bus. I was finishing my duty. I ran it back to the garage, and then I had to run it into the building where they refuel it and do the cleaning and all that sorts of stuff and wash the bus and so forth. So as I got into the refueling bay, I got out the bus. We've got this big pizza in my hand, and all the fueling guys and other guys doing the jobs at night in the garage were saying to me, "Where'd you get that pizza from?" I said, "I got it from a passenger," and they're all like laughing and saying, "No, you're joking." I said, "Yeah, I got it from a passenger," because it's like it's not every day you hear things like that. I know drivers do get things. I'm not the only one, but for me, it was like a big thing to get this pizza. And so I walked into the allocations section of the garage. That's where the bus drivers were handing their cards, and that's where they pick up their duties, and that's where they sit and hang around and during their break and have the lunch down there, something like that. So I've gone into that part of the building. I've gone through the notice section where the notices are, and I saw this bus driver, and I said to him, "Do you want a bit of my pizza?" He goes, "Where you get that from?" I got that from a passenger. And he's just shaking his head. I goes, "Yeah, I got it from a passenger." So I gave him a piece, and he's eating it away. Me and another driver, we decided to go and get the bus together, because he was living St. Paul's Cray or something like that. He was living quite far. So we jumped on this bus, and so we got upstairs. I've got the pizza with me still, sitting on this bus, and I'll never forget it. He's sitting next by the window, and I'm sort of on the same seat as him, but on the, in the aisle. I remember this woman. She's like 2 seats away from us. she keeps turning around and looking at me. Like, she looked at me about 3 or 4 times. And what's his name? He was talking to me, but at the same time, I'm wondering why this woman's looking at me. I don't think he even noticed. And so I'm wondering why she's looking at me. Anyway, she picked up the courage. She said to me, all right, sir, is it okay if I have a bit of your pizza? That's exactly what she said. She asked me if it's okay for her to have a piece of my pizza. I must admit, I was like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I said, this person's actually asking me, like, there's other people on the bus. It's not just like me and her and just like, it's like private. She just said, can I have a bit of pizza? For somebody to ask me for a piece of pizza on a bus, they must be desperate. That's what I was looking at it. They must be desperate. So I said to her, no problem, you can have a bit of my pizza. And I remember breaking the piece off. I said, I'm not going to let her put her hands in it because I don't know where her hands has been, sort of thing. So I broke a piece off, and then I noticed she was with this guy, so I got a piece for him, gave her 2 pieces, and she sat down and they're just munching away, man. They must have been hungry. This is like England, is one of the 5th rich countries on the planet, and you got people on a bus asking a bus driver for a piece of his pizza. Anyway, we gave her the pizza, and then I was about to get off, and then they was getting off the same spot. So they went downstairs, I went downstairs after them, and I'm standing at the exit door waiting for the door to open. I got this big pizza in my hand, and I'm looking at them and I said to myself, I've got to give this pizza to these guys, man, because they're probably hungry and they need to eat something later on. So I said, do you want to have the pizza? And I said, you want to have the pizza? I said, yeah. And I just gave it to them. I tell you, they were so happy. They went one way, I went the other way. And I said to myself, it's just amazing, like, life can be amazing. The things that happen, you can't explain everything. Sometimes we can't explain everything. But all I know is that I responded to a passenger that came on my bus just by having a little joke, like I do. That's the kind of stuff I do. I don't do it all the time. I'm not was it the most happiest bus driver in London Transport? There's 2 other guys that's got that kind of title.
With a smile as big as his bus, it's little.
There's two guys on YouTube. You see them? They got that title. So yeah. So thank you guys for listening or watching this video. I hope you watched all the other ones to come. I've got a lot more in store. Please subscribe to this channel, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up.